an hour. Hey, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I just got disconnected. Um, Hopefully you guys are back on here. I was doing a reading for Jason, so I can see there's 3 people watching, so hopefully, Jason, you were one of them. And I did just see Mama G said that she just had some bad news recently. I'm so sorry to hear that. I did get the feel of that in the reading in regards to possibly someone passing away, because there's definitely spirit on the other side. Hey, Katie. Thanks, Kim, as well, for following me back. So, yeah, just continuing this read for Jason. Hi, Amanda and Josephine. Hello again. Oh my God, technology. When it works, it's amazing. Hi, Dee. Hi, Josephine. All right, so we will be taking some more people's names soon. Oh, hi, Mama G. No, you didn't. You didn't miss your reading. You'll be able to go back. It should have saved that first video. So it was talking about some people trying to get through to you in spirit on the other side. Now, I don't do mediumship readings as a general rule. I sometimes do have spirit come up into the readings that have passed over. But I did see that they were encouraging you to tap into your mediumship side of things as well. So I'm just finishing off. Hey, Bonnie. Lovely to see you here. So I'm just going to finish reading for Jason, and we'll get through to, we have 2 more names, and then I'll start taking some more names. So for you, Jason, what I'm seeing is Spirit is asking you to look at something in the past, to look at where you possibly might have felt like you needed to stand your ground, or where someone else was standing the ground. And this is asking about flexibility. So this could be you, or it could be your person. So we have 10 of Swords, which is ruin. So looking at like possible actions or words that may have been taken that may have hurt the heart, because I did feel this sort of energy around the heart. We can see that the heart is red with this beautiful golden glow. So it's like the heart may have been hurt, but you're welcome, Mama G. Yeah, the heart may have been hurt, but it's asking and giving you a card to represent the Emperor. So I feel that this might be about having stood your ground in the past, but I feel that there's been growth that's come from this. Hey, Sana, lovely to see you here. Jason, we have this beautiful Emperor energy, and there's this Phoenix energy at the bottom too with the shield. So I feel like this is about reinventing yourself. I feel like Spirit is saying to you right now, there might be someone that's come back from the past, but I also feel that it's really about looking at if they've done work too. So just paying attention to your week, see what comes up in the rest of Mercury retrograde too, because that's always a time for past loves to come back. But yeah, look at where you need to stand your ground. Look at like where you can be flexible. Hold in highest aspiration this sacred union energy. And I'm feeling sparkles around my back too for you. So I do feel that there is energies of guides wanting to communicate to you on a deeper level. So let's pop some of these back. So Sana is saying earth, soul, essence, rebirthing, personal soul essence, being born again within emerged last night. Also crazy energies and stuff. Would love any insights. I'm definitely going to pop you on the list. Hey, Jason, I just did a reading for you. So it will be in the start here, but it was definitely about sacred union. And it was about being flexible and standing your ground. It was also looking at really embodying and standing this Emperor energy, and also about purging any energies of conflict. It was possible that conflict resolution may come up this week, but it really depends on someone's growth. Let's see. So we are up to Amanda Orchard. All right. So, just had one jump out. Okay, and that is face down. And I'm going to flip it. We've got the card of works for you, Amanda, and this is a 3 of discs. Now, this is interesting because this does sometimes represent almost having a foundation complete on the earth. So I feel that it represents initial growth. Now, it is around water. So there might be a lot of emotions surrounding some initial growth that you may have had recently. They're even saying March. So whether this is going back to March last year, which I guess in Australia, this is sort of like our lockdown period in Melbourne from March onwards it was. So it might be really reassessing and looking at like how far you've grown since then. There's a lot of like reflecting energies at the moment. I feel that this is also to do with Mercury retrograde. Thank you. Thank you, Khalees. All right, so this energy is coming up as well for you, Amanda. All right, so we have the Three of Cups. So there was something that may have been coming into fruition around last year. There may have been a relationship energy around, yes, I'm in Melbourne as well. So there may have been a relationship energy, and I had it come face down. So what may have been happening last year, you may have experienced change, whether this is a change or an ending of a relationship, something perhaps that you thought was like going somewhere. This could also represent a celebration possibly cancelled as well, to do with last year. Let's see where we're going into future energies with this. Okay, guiding this card. All right, this is interesting. So I'm actually seeing the energies of the beach, and I'm seeing energies of the dolphins, and I'm seeing energies of sort of like being more flow. Instead of like having to plan and having to structure, they're showing me to have more flow is the energy that I'm picking up to do with this. Let's flip this. So we have the moon. So what this represents is, I feel that even though we're picking towards the future, and this came on upside down as well. So the moon calls on us to look at our deeper inner self. It looks at like what we need to bring up and kind of release from our inner psyche. Now, because this came upside down, I feel that this is referring to what you did last year. So Spirit is asking you to really reassess like what you went through last year, and possibly look at where it is that you want to go. But it's asking you to do so in a non-restrictive flow way. So it's making plans, but it's being flexible with these plans too, is what I'm seeing with this energy. So I hope that this helps. For anyone that does want a full reading where we actually will go in and look at different areas in life, I do have the discount code LOVE available on my website. I do 1 hour 1 hour readings, 2 hour readings, and couples readings with the LOVE discount. So definitely take advantage of that, because that ends Valentine's Day. I think we're booked up to around Valentine's Day at the moment with some of those, so you might not be able to get in until a little bit after, but please PM me if it is desperate. So let's have a look at Kim Grattan, I think it was. Oh, why have I got one card out? I'm going to pop that back in. All right, so for Kim. All right, Spirit's just giving me a few cards from a few different decks at the moment. Okay. All right, so when I hold my hands over the cards for you, Kim, I'm hearing the words rest and restore. So if you're feeling at the moment that you need to take some time out, or whether it's something that you need to kind of pause and go deeper on, I'm feeling this sort of energy. So I'm going to flip these cards. Okay, so we had Page of Wands come out, but I feel, because it was coming out this way, so what I'm feeling with this is, I feel like in the past it was sort of seeking new opportunities and things on a spiritual level, but I feel possibly that didn't quite turn out into the fruition that you'd hoped for. So what I'm seeing with this, oh, thank you, Amanda. What I'm seeing with this at the moment is almost like feeling Spirit might be feeling like a little bit defeated. We have this card, defeat, which looks almost like Spirit kind of penetrating the earth or the material plane. So it possibly may have felt like that, you know, what you'd asked for on a spiritual level, it didn't seem to go so well, or it didn't quite seem to get to where you wanted it to go. Now we do have Venus and we have Aquarius with this as well, but because it's swords, I feel like there's been overthinking involved with this, or really didn't get off, or there was some kind of conflict possibly. We can see that there's a lot of mental thought going around, or possibly this was telling other people what it was that you were planning and it didn't perhaps eventuate. But what we do have for the future going forth is a Three of Cups. So we have this abundance energy. So I feel like that there is definitely a change coming towards for the future. So please be open to messages and to receiving beautiful divine guidance, because I feel that Spirit is working with you. We have Mercury energy and we have this beautiful Cancerian energy as well. So I feel that it is being an emotional what's the word they're saying? Emotional attunement with this at the moment going forth into the future. I feel that you're looking about things now from an intuitional, kind of like heart-based feel, rather than just relying just on spirit. So maybe you've worked and developed some of your gifts too. So that was for Kim Grattan. So Sana, let's pick a card for you. And spirit is touching me on the head with you, Sana. I'm getting like a little spirit itch just around there. So we will be getting to some names shortly, some extra names. So Sana, what do we need to know for you? We have the bottom card come up. All right, so they're talking about this is like where the block is. And we have 2 other cards coming out as well. All right, so what I'm feeling with the block feels like, there's this heat involved with it. So heat can mean a few things. Inflammation sometimes. Bonnie, you're next on my list. I've written your name down. So heat sometimes will relate to inflammation. It will relate to where spirit is trying to draw our attention to. Now, what I feel with this is this feeling of not being able to breathe. And I feel that because you're such a beautiful empath, it may have been putting, feeling like that it's almost like a feeling of overwhelm or empathy, soaking up other people's emotions and that like a sponge. So I'm going to flip this energy. We do have the card of strength, which is a 9 of wands. So this is really about getting back into power, back into alignment, realizing that you do have this divine connection. We can see this almost like eclipse, Sagittarius moon energy at the bottom, connecting to the radiance of the sun or that solar disc at the top, and everything else sort of coming into alignment. So this was knowing like when to have distance and when to bring things towards you and when to bring yourself into alignment. And the other, oh my gosh, this is perfect because we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Princess of Cups. So look at this perfect pair. This could represent relationship manifestation. So excited for you with this. Look at this beautiful, beautiful energy. So you may have felt that Prince Charming coming towards you, and what I see that he desires, he's coming from one world and trying to enter this dimensional gateway or dimensional portal to come to your world. So he may show up with that same interest or that same connection and openness to spirit. I do feel that he is striving to come forth through this portal. So this is definitely making space and making allowance for this to enter your life. Really exciting energy coming up in the cards. I love how you've just got the 2 of them together, one right next to each other. Spirit's definitely bringing about a really clear, strong message with that. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Jason. You're so sweet sharing. Thank you. All right, so Bonnie, let's get to you. All right. So Sana, I just want to say as well, Spirit's just saying just breathe easy as well and letting go and, opening up to Spirit bringing you that divine relationship, because I feel that it is circling around you. Spirit just wanted to finish on that. So Bonnie, we are picking cards for you tonight. All right. Okay, so we've got 3 cards. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. All right, so Bonnie. All right, there's definitely a lot of paranormal activity around you at the moment. I feel like you're a magnet and a beacon to these sorts of things. This is the energy that we've got coming up. So really channeling and thinking about how you are a beacon of light and how you can use this in a way that suits you. So what I mean by this is, okay, they're showing me it's almost like setting up the camera and switching on this paranormal, beautiful magnetic attraction that you have. Oh, thank you so much, Khalees. I really appreciate that. I'm going to pop a few of your names down in a moment as well. So I'm just popping some, because we've almost done Bonnie's reading. Oh, so Bonnie, this is cool. Oh, this is the magnetic energy. So really, there is something special happening for you at the moment. This is really talking about that initial achievement to do with either the height or to do with passion, relationship type energy. I feel that this is relationship to spirit world. I feel that you've set yourself up in a good position in regards to paranormal and things, is what I feel that they're saying around this. It's almost like you know the button to switch, to attract spirit, to attract UFOs and beautiful like ETs and that, and how to get in divine flow and how to get into alignment. And then we have Ace of Wands. There is a new magnetic opportunity. Then we have the Universe card, which sometimes can be about completion, but this to me looks like about going extra dimensional or interdimensional. So I feel that that message is about that at the moment. So I hope that that helps. So let's take a couple of names. Ah, so beautiful. Yeah, right on point. Love. Thank you, my ancient soul sister of many soul dream creations. I'm so excited to hear that. Oh, it's actually making me feel kind of teary. I feel really happy for you, son, and that's wonderful news. And how amazing is that that came up in the cards? You know, seeing that the Prince of Cups with, or was it the Knight of Cups with the Princess of Cups? What an interesting relationship energy around you at the moment. So let's have a look. All right, so that was Bonnie that we've read for. We have Lisa as well. And just getting one card out at the moment is all they're saying. So when I tune into this one card, Lisa, what I'm actually feeling is spirit is holding this hand up and then they're going like this, tuning into energy. It's almost seeing like someone how they would do Reiki, and it's like they're working with this energy. Yeah, he's so good. You're such a bright light. Thank you. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're such a bright light too. And that even came up in the reading about that magnetic attraction. So definitely keep working with that and staying centered in that energy. So for Lisa, I'm feeling this energy, what feels almost like a Reiki energy. And I'm seeing this energy kind of like an attunement of sorts is what I'm seeing. So it's like having spirit as that grounding force in the center, and it's like you're plugged into source energy and using that to not only just like, you know, work with like healing energies, but to create and manifest in life as well. So we have the card, the Six of Swords. So this energy, we can see that there possibly could be like a little bit of conflict, or almost like a little bit of gossip or talk, or, you know, things going on like an intellectual level. There might be like a little bit of busy mind. So this could be about taking time out to recharge. Oh, I say that. A yawn came through, excuse me. So I think spirit is just seconding that, talking about time to recharge. So we have that energy, but I really feel that this is working like with healing arts or healing science at the moment. It could even be about going and receiving a healing and kind of putting yourself into that space of plugging into spirit to get that energy flowing again. There might also be something going on with hormones is what I'm also seeing in this. So I hope that that helps. And then we have Khalees. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Thank you everyone for your beautiful comments. I'm going to try and get to as many as we can in the time. I wish we had more time. All right, so for Khalees. Okay, this is interesting. What I'm seeing come through is I'm seeing spirit come in and they're going into this level. And what I mean by this is, you got the yawn too. So what I see was spirit coming in here. I'm actually hearing them sing a song, but I feel like it's different from hearing a song on the radio. So what I'm hearing is this song or this call coming from almost like an ancestors type place, it feels like. And what I mean by that is I feel like spirit is singing and I feel like spirit is calling. So whether spirit is singing your song at the moment, and what I mean by that is, you know, our ancestors do work with us, our spirit guides work with us, and I feel that they're singing to you at the moment. So pay attention to signs. Oh, thank you, Khalees. I'm glad I got your name right. So pay attention to signs from your guides and angels and ancestors at the moment. I feel looking out for number synchronicities, looking out for like white feathers on your path, other signs that we would get from spirit. So I'm going to flip this card. Yeah, power. Look at this. This is 4 of discs on the earth. This is really about like high achieving. It's got that beautiful sun quality energy. This is about building foundation. So whatever it is that you're working on, I feel like your ancestors are helping work with it and your guides are helping you work with it. So looking at what is it that you're wanting to bring or manifest on the earth. Sometimes this can also represent some kind of sometimes like a means for celebration in some way, or perhaps achieving some kind of like benchmark. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. You've all got such kind comments. So I hope that makes sense for you, Khalees. Let's get to, we've got Ruchia or Ruchita. I love your energy. My first time in your live. Would love a card, please. All right. Let's pick a card for you. All right. Oh, they're going for a second one. All right. So the way that I read is face down. And then when Spirit says, we'll flip them over. So the energy that I'm getting, I actually feel like I'm opening up to channel, is the energy that I'm getting when we receive your cards. And what I'm seeing is a lot of golden energy come in. So this sometimes will come up when someone is like a naturally plugged in divine healer. So possibly looking at if you've explored like the healing arts, because it feels like that you could be just a total natural at it. Let's flip these cards. Yeah, look at this. We've got Queen of Discs. There's definitely something different that sets you apart from the rest, is the energy that I was starting to feel with this channeling type energy. So I do feel that you can open up to it. So on the end of her wand here, I don't know if you can see too clearly. And this Merkaba is kind of that light force energy, that energy that is around us. So it's part of our light being, it's part of our aura, part of our, connected to our chakras, our acupuncture system. So it's utilizing this as your power, and we can see that she has it in the right hand. So this is the way that she projects this energy out to the earth, and she receives it with the left, which is that sphere, which is also, I feel, partly to do with the soul connection of bringing healing to the earth, is another energy that we can also get with that sometimes. What I'm also seeing is this is Spirit also asking for you to put your psychic abilities hat on, because we have pinecone energy in the helmet of this and looking out across the earth. So this might be doing spiritual healing or channeling from sort of like a higher vantage point. And what I mean by this is going into state. So this could even represent a possible ability for trans channel or trans mediumship, where you can actually really start to attune with the energy of this. And I feel this truth card represents this. So sometimes like this energy can represent that there may have been a little bit of conflict, and yeah, I feel that it's going to the heart of the matter for resolution. Around this, we do have Libra and Jupiter energy too. So it's like asking for the heart to be expanded. I also feel that it's about clearing any negativity or anyone that doesn't feel like they're supporting you on your team, is the energy that I'm getting with this as well. So I hope this helps. I'm going to go to Sham Barwick. Let's have a look. Oh, thank you, Khalees. She's saying, yes, that's correct. Thank you. All right, so Sham Barak. Oops. Cards fall out for you, Sham. So we had Indolence, which is an 8 of Cups fall out upside down. So what this represents to me is our cups is our relationship, that's our passion. It's sometimes representing like nurturing. What we have with this is Saturn, and we have Pisces type energy too. So there may have been some kind of like constriction or something that may have felt like there was in reverse. I actually feel like Spirit is saying here there was something that you may have poured your heart into that perhaps didn't turn out quite the way that was expected. It didn't quite get to that level that you may have wanted. But there's a period of adjustment that's now happening, or a period of, what would I say? Balance. Maybe you're re-establishing like this balance after that kind of relationship, is the energy that I feel with this. Just letting me know, where are you? Okay. Oh, and Lisa's saying, thank you, yes, doing a lot of exploring art and trying to work my art and mix work. I'm second guessing spiritual gifts and have inner conflict. Don't second guess yourself. Always go with like what comes to you first. And I also feel I'm going through a hormonal change and thought I was too young, but it would not surprise me. And with sometimes when I do get the hormone stuff come up, what it can represent sometimes is our environment is so different from what it would have been for our grandparents. So really looking at making sure we're drinking filtered water, that we're being careful of heavy metals. So heavy metals not only come through our drinking water supply, they're sprayed onto our foods, they're injected in vaccines, and through a lot of other things like aluminium deodorants. So using things like bentonite clay, using other things like chelation to help pull these heavy metals, parsley and coriander juice, things like this to help pull heavy metals out, can also reestablish hormonal balance. Also looking into fusion women's health, or women's balance might be called, you know, for Chinese herbal hormonal support. Looking into wild yam cream is another thing. So back to Sham's reading. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit ADD. But yeah, what I do feel is we're asking for where this is going. So there has been that period of adjustment. We've got 2 cards that are coming out to do with this, Sham, to see like where you're going. And I'm also just sending you a lot of love, because last year was hard for a lot of us, and especially with like relationship breakups. And my son is bringing the cat in to the video. So feel the love coming in from the cat. So I'm just tuning in. So what I am feeling is there's this energy of opening your heart up for love again, as well as what I feel. I'm going to flip these cards. Yeah. There's an opportunity to rebuild something on the earth for you as well, is what I feel in this situation. There's definitely like a new opportunity coming. We have Ace of Wands. So I feel that this person represents someone who's a little bit more spiritual, probably compared to that person in the past. And I feel that they're bringing in some kind of offering. So it might be looking into past patterns. And also we want to, before we go into new relationships, we want to make sure, 555, yes, that's cool. I'm a little bit past that in Melbourne, but Jason's got 555 on his clock. So definitely a sign to pay attention to as well, Sham. So yeah, we have 3 of discs coming up with that Ace of Wands. So this could represent that new, not just relationship, it could even be like a new version of self coming out as well. So paying attention to different signs and synchronicities, putting your list together of what you want to manifest in an ideal relationship or partnership. And look at this. We have this again. It's amazing how we get in a collective reading, we'll get multiple signs. So we have movement, choices, and decisions. And you can see my cat is reappearing. That is my son playing tricks. So I think we have maybe time for one more. Oh, Lisa's just saying, yeah, thank you. I said I feel like I have a toxic overload. We'll look into it. Definitely check out the medical medium's work. So my background is in natural medicine. But yeah, crown chakra, clearing, possibly looking at the pineal gland as well, looking at heavy metals in the brain can create a bit of brain fog. So heavy metals do travel towards the brain in the body. This is where they like to collect. So clearing them also helps to kind of like stave off Alzheimer's, dementia, prevent a little bit of this kind of things when we can pull out heavy metals away from the brain. So I'm going to go to Nikita. She just said, I see a lot of 1111 everywhere. So I'm just going to pick a card for you. And they're just flipping a few right now. So we have 1 out of the psychic deck and 1 out of the geometry deck. So we have suffering and silence. So there may have been something that you felt, like a deep grieving or a deep pain, or perhaps some kind of breakdown of the old parts of you or the old way. And then we have Earth Grid. So I also feel that you're working in unison with the earth changes that are happening. So really looking at is sometimes like when we get into a heavier emotional state, is this our grief that we're sitting with, or is it the grief to do with the collective consciousness, or perhaps the represents where we have what I would call kind of Visca Pisces. If we imagine these two. So looking at what you want to take with you in terms of this, and I'm going to pick another card to represent this, taking that sacred union. So this could also possibly represent a possible breakup recently, even into last year, and some time for reflection. But this is about frequency as well. So perhaps like, and we can see there's an alignment happening here with this. So it could be, if you are in a relationship, this could also represent that whatever it was in the past was perhaps not working, and it's time to upgrade and jump into this new paradigm, this new way of being. Let's see how we're going for time. We've got 1 more minute. All right. So I hope that helps. Oh, thank you everyone for the blessings too. Thank you, Juliana. Let's pick a quick card for you. I think we have like 1 minute left. All right, so Juliana, we have the Devil card in reverse. So this can sometimes represent someone that may have addiction problems. It might represent someone who brings that kind of like negativity or ego energy around, or likes to always have that attention or drama on themselves. I feel that this represents someone possibly changing, or someone probably exiting from your life, might be more to the point. And then this is opening to Princess of Discs. So possibly you may have kicked someone out of your life that was that character, that person, and this is you reclaiming yourself. She has an icosahedron wand, which represents manifestation. Spirit is asking you to look at things from a different viewpoint. We can see that the trees are upside down in this. This is about restoring power and balance, really coming in from source quite strongly with this. So believe in your power. Look at how much you have overcome and triumphed. Overcome and triumphed. Is that the word they're saying? Yeah, it's like triumphant, or pretty much like overcoming is what they're trying to say. But thank you everyone for watching. For anyone that is looking to book a personal reading, please use the discount LOVE. It's valid for our 1 hour, 2 hour readings, and also on our couple readings. Thank you, Nikita. Yeah, thanks a lot. It really helps. I'm with someone and recently experienced some kind of a breakup, and now he is back again. Okay. Well, thank you for the confirmation, and I wish you all the best, and have a beautiful, amazing Valentine's Day, and I will see you all next Thursday. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Bonnie.